Are you ready to crush the use of English in your JAMB exam? Let's break down the most repeated grammar topics starting from noun. So stay tuned and let's make English your easiest subject. So let's dive into the topic. So guys, what is a noun? We are starting with noun. You need to know the definition of noun. So a noun is a naming word. A noun is a naming word. It's a naming word. It names person, places, animal, things, feelings, or ideas. A noun is a naming word. It names person, places, animals, things, feelings, or ideas. So let me give example of each of the following that a noun names, starting from person, e.g. person. A noun names person. For example, we have Jake, Jane, Jane. Jane is a name of a person. So for places, we have Abuja. For animals, we have kangaroo, we have dog. For thing, we have marker. For example, marker is a thing. We have marker. Feelings or ideas. Feelings like love, care. Those are feelings. So a noun names a person, places, animals, things, feelings, or ideas. So these are examples. We have Jane, Abuja, dog, marker, love, etc. Before we dive into the type of noun, because we have 7 types of noun, before we dive into it, I want to give you 3 examples that include nouns. So let's start from example 1. Is a handsome boy. So Samson here is a noun, and boy here is also a noun, and this handsome is an adjective, but we are not treating adjective today. What we are treating is noun, and this is a verb. I hope you know. This a is article, and this is a verb, and not just a verb. It is a linking verb. It is linking the noun and a handsome boy. It is linking the noun and a handsome boy. It is a linking verb. So we also have another one. Israel is a smart student. Israel is a smart student. So this Israel here is a noun. It is classified as a noun and it is also a proper noun. Why is it a proper noun? Because it is starting with capital letter. For those that don't know the meaning of proper noun, I'm still going there. So just be patient. You will understand this better now. And for student is a common noun. It is generalized. Common noun is a general term for a noun. So student here is a common noun. I hope you understand that now. So now let's dive into the types of noun. We have 7 types, so we treat it one after the other. Let's start from number 1, which is proper noun. Proper noun names a specific people or places. It names proper noun names a specific people or places using a capital letter. Using a capital letter. So a proper noun, it names a specific people or places using a capital letter. So let me give you an example. We have Ekiti State. Ekiti State. As you can see, both now are starting with capital letter. We also have Lagos. As you can see, both Ekiti State and Lagos are places. They are starting with capital letter. That's how you can identify a proper noun. For people, we have John, Isaac. As you can see, John and Isaac are starting with capital letter. That's how you identify proper noun. I hope I'm clear with that. So let's move to the next one, which is common noun. Common noun. Common noun is a general term. It's a general term for naming words. For example, city, we have bag, we have car, we have table, we have chairs, etc. So common noun is a general term for naming words. For example, we have city, bag. As you can see, these are not starting with capital letter. They are just in a general term for naming words like city, bag, car, table, chairs. So common noun is different from proper noun. Proper noun starts with capital letter, while common noun is just a general term for naming noun, for naming words. So let's move to the next one, which is abstract noun. Abstract noun. Abstract noun are things that you cannot touch or see. Abstract noun names quality or ideas. And abstract noun are things that you cannot touch. Abstract noun names quality or ideas. It cannot be touched. Abstract noun cannot be touched. For example, honesty. Can you touch honesty? No, that's impossible. Can you touch character? You can only observe character, whether it is a good character or it is a bad character. You cannot touch a character. Those are abstract nouns. Intelligence cannot be touched. You can only notice that this particular person is very intelligent in their performances. That is how you can identify that this one is brilliant, this one is intelligent. But abstract noun cannot be touched. So we've talked about proper noun, common noun, and abstract noun. Now we'll be moving to collective noun. So guys, stay tuned as we move to collective noun. So the fourth one is collective noun. We talked about common noun, proper noun, and abstract noun. So now we are talking about collective noun. Collective noun names a group. Names a group. It can be a group of things. It can be a group of people. It can be a group of places. It names a group. It can be a group of animals. It names what it does. That it names a group. So examples of collective noun, we have team of players. Team of players. We have bunch of bananas. Bunch of bananas. We also have bunch of keys. Bunch of keys. We also have swarm of bees. Swarm of bees. But we are stopping here because of our time. Collective noun, it names a group. It names a group. Family. Family is a collective noun. If you don't know, it names a group. Because under family, you can have father, mother, and children combined in family. Family is a collective noun. If you don't know, so now we'll be moving to concrete noun. Concrete noun. I hope you remember that I have talked about abstract noun. Abstract noun and concrete noun are like word and opposite. Abstract noun cannot be seen, while concrete noun can be seen and touched. Are things, concrete noun are things that you can see, or touch. E.g., this whiteboard. This whiteboard can be seen or touched. We have bags, can be seen or touched. Phone can be seen or touched. Apple can be seen or touched. Bible can be seen or touched. etc. Concrete noun are things that can see or touch. Simple as ABC. While abstract noun are things that cannot see or touch. You can only feel it, you cannot see it or touch it. I hope you understand that now. So let's move to the sixth one, which is countable noun. Countable noun. Countable noun. I know with this word you should be able to know the meaning of countable noun. With this word you should be able to know the meaning. And we also have uncountable noun. Countable noun and uncountable noun. What's the meaning of countable noun? Countable noun are nouns that can be counted. That can be counted. They are nouns that can be counted. E.g., we have spoon. Spoon can be counted. We have phone. Phones can be counted. We have books. Books can be counted. We have shoes. Shoes can be counted. We have bags. Bags can be counted. So, countable noun can be counted. For example, this marker you have seen, this marker can be counted. It can be what? It can be counted. Those are types of noun. We've talked about proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, collective noun, concrete noun, and countable noun. So we are moving to the last one, which is the uncountable noun. And I have something I want to explain to you guys here. So I want you to be very attentive. This uncountable noun, a lot of students make mistakes here, and I'm true about that. So I want you to be very attentive when treating this uncountable noun. So let's dive into it. So the last type of noun that I'll be treating is uncountable noun. Uncountable noun. Uncountable noun are noun that cannot be counted. Countable noun can be counted, while uncountable noun are noun that cannot be counted. For example, we have water. Water cannot be counted. We also have sand. Sand cannot be counted. We also have salt. Salt cannot be counted. Sugar. Sugar cannot be counted. Advice. Advice cannot be counted. Tea. Tea cannot be counted. Oil. Oil cannot be counted. Importance. Importance cannot be counted. News. News cannot be counted. information cannot be counted. Information cannot be counted. We also have milk cannot be counted. Land cannot be counted. Money cannot be counted. Work cannot be counted. So now these are the examples of uncountable nouns that cannot be counted. We also have more. If we are to be listing, we will list from now till the next day, and we will still be listing. So because of our time, this is the example I will list for you guys, and you can also drop more example in the comment section. Make sure you drop it now in the comment section. Drop more example on uncountable nouns so I can be sure that you are following what I'm teaching. We also have maize. Maize is also uncountable. Yeah. So now we'll be treating a very important subtopic. You cannot dare miss this. You cannot dare to miss this. This is part of the reason I am making this video. You cannot afford to miss this part. Uncountable noun in sentences. Please, I want you guys to be very attentive here because it is very important. So let's start from number 1. Did he eat much food? This is like asking a question. Did he eat much food? So drop your response in the comment section. Did he eat much food? What's your response? So my response is yes, he ate a great deal of food. A great deal of food. When I say a great deal, I mean a great amount of food. And I can also answer like this. No, he didn't eat much. Or he ate little. He ate little. I can say, you can ask me that, did he eat much food? I can say, yes, he ate a great deal of food. Or, no, he didn't eat much. You cannot say he didn't eat much. He didn't eat much is correct. Or, he ate little. He ate little. It is very, very wrong to say a food or many food. That's wrong. Or few food. These are very wrong. It is very wrong to say a food or many food or few food or a few food. These are very, very wrong. That's why I'm taking my time to explain. So now let's move to the second example under uncountable noun in sentences. I've talked about number 1 example under uncountable noun used in sentences. So let's check example 2. I drank some water. He drank little or much water. He drank many or a water. So check these 3 options. Which one is correct? For the first one, I drank some water, is correct. I drank some water. Water is uncountable. Some it fits well with water. Some water. He drank little or much water. Yes, that's also correct. Little or much, it's correct with water. The third one, he drank many or a water. That's very wrong. Many or a is very wrong to use it with water. So let's check for 3. There is no news from him. There is no news from him is correct. The second one, there is a news or many news from him is wrong. Avoid using that. Avoid what? Avoid using that. Of question 4, he has a modern furniture in his house. he has a modern furniture in his house is correct. Don't combine many or a with furniture and equipment. Don't combine many or a. As you can see, between a and furniture, modern is a. Modern is the adjective here. So avoid combining a furniture or many furniture or a equipment or many equipment. It is very, very wrong. And don't add s to furniture or equipment. Adding s to furniture or equipment is very wrong. For example, maybe you are giving, maybe you will get there. Just be patient. Make sure you are watching this video. We will get, once we are treating practice question on noun, I will show you some things that you need to know. You don't need to add s to furniture or equipment or information. Adding s to it makes it wrong. JAMB do ask question and they will add s to equipment. Sometimes they will put some option that equipment will be alone. They will add s to the equipment, and most people pick, not just some, most people pick equipment with the s. Adding s to equipment is totally wrong. So let's check this one. The equipment of the laboratory took money. Yes, it's correct. So avoid adding s to furniture or equipment, and don't add a to equipment or many to equipment, and don't also add a to furniture or many to furniture. So guys, we are done with uncountable noun used in sentences. We've treated what is noun, where I talked about that noun is a naming word, and I cited some examples. And we've talked about type of noun, which we have common noun, proper noun. We also have abstract noun, collective noun, concrete noun, uncountable noun, and countable noun. So now let's dive into singular and plural noun. So we have singular noun and we have plural noun. So singular noun, it involves one item, one place, one person, one thing. So when I say one person, you can say book. Book is singular, bag is singular, car is singular. But for plural, it involves more than one item, it involves more than one thing, it involves more than one person. So we can now say for plural, we have boys, we have girls. For plural, we have bags. And most plural involves adding of s or es. Most plural involves adding of s or es. So we are done with singular and plural now, and I hope you understand now. Singular, it involves one, while plural involves more than one. I hope you understand that. And most plural connote s at the end or es. So let's now dive into the rules of forming plural. Rules of forming. I want you to be very attentive here. If you are not very attentive here and you are watching this video, you will miss a lot. You will what? You will miss a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe now so you don't miss out on the next episode, which is pronoun. So rules of forming plural noun. Rules of forming plural noun. The number one rule is add s to most nouns. Add s to most nouns. Now I said most noun, most plural noun involves adding of s at the end of the word or adding es at the end of the word. We have singular, plural. For singular, we have book. And for plural, we have books. As you can see, adding of s. For singular, we have pen. For plural, we have pens. We have pens, as you can see, adding of s. For table, for singular table, and this table I'm writing here means one. But anything more than one is plural. which include adding of s. Tables, we have bag, and we also have bags. I hope you are jotting this down. I hope you have notes for jotting. Make sure you jot it down. We also have share, and for plural we have shares. Adding of es. So we have singular and we have plural. So add es to nouns ending with s, ch, sh, x, or z. I said that for plural, most plural include nouns, include ending with s. As you can see, this one include ending with s or es. Add es to nouns ending with s, ch, sh, s, ch, sh, x, or z. Jot this down. So when they ask plural question on plural under noun, you'll be able to answer it correctly. Jot this down. Add es to nouns ending with s, ch, sh, x, or z. So let's start from bus. Let's start from s. Bus. This one is ending with s. So what do? We erase. We don't need to erase anything. We add es to it. Just add es to it. So the plural of bus is buses. So let's move to ch. So we have dish. This dish is ending with ch, right? So we have to add es to it. It's now dishes. So we also have dish. When I'm talking about this dish, this is made use in the kitchen. Dish. So what do? We add es to it. It is now dishes more than one. We also have box. X. I said add es to what ending with x. So when we want to pluralize box, we add es. It's now boxes. So for church is one, but by adding es, it is now churches, which is more than one church. I hope you understand that now. For s and es, we have two rules. I've talked about two rules now. The first rule is add s to most nouns, which is this one, and the second one is add es to nouns ending with s, ch, sh, x, or z. And I make example of this. So now we are moving to the next rules. We are not stopping here. We have 7 rules, and I've talked about the first and second. So we are moving to the third rule. So stay tuned as we move to the next rule. The third rule is if a noun ends in a consonant y, change the y to I and add es. So let's check. We have singular, we have plural. So let's check. Baby, for example, baby is ending with y. So let's change this y to I and add es. It's now babies. We also have city. City is ending with y. So let's change this y to I and add es. It's now cities. It is now what? Cities. But if a vowel comes after y, end it with, if a vowel comes after y, add s. just add s. If a noun ends in a consonant y, change the y to I and add es. As you can see, baby, it ends with consonant before the y, and city also ends with consonant before the y. So let's check for vowel that ends with vowel before the y. So as you can see, singular, plural, toy. As you can see, we have the vowel sound after y. Vowel sound comes after y. So just add s, toys, toys. And also have keys, key. So the plural for key is keys. Just add s if it is coming before y. I hope you understand that now. So let's move to the fourth row of forming plural nouns. Nouns ending with f or fe or change it to ves. Nouns ending with f, fe, just change it to ves. So let's check singular, and we have plural. We have knife. So what are we going to do here? Just drop it in the comment section. Knife, we have to change that fe to ves if we want to pluralize it. So now knife, knife. We also have wife, wife. Since it is ending with fe, we have to change it to ves, which is wife. And this plural makes it two or more wives, but this wife includes only just one person. We also have leave. This one is not ending with fe, this one is ending with f. So just change that leave, that f to ves. Now leave. So but some ending with f or fe just take s. Some just take s. But I will cite example now. Not all noun ending with f or fe takes change to ves. Some just include s. Some you just need to add s to it. For example, we have roof, 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 roof. To change it to plural, you need to add s. There's no need of changing it to ves. It is very wrong to be adding ves to roof. And we also have believe, believe. To change it to pluralize believe, we change it to believe, believe. So guys, let's move to the sixth one. I hope you are learning, because I said earlier that we are having 7, having 3 left. So stay tuned as we learn together. The fifth rule of forming plural noun is irregular plural noun. Irregular plural noun. This involves changing the spelling completely. So we have singular and we have plural. We have man. There's no need of adding s. We have to change it completely. Men. We have woman. And the plural for woman is women. We have child. And the plural of child is children. We have foot, foot. And the plural of foot is feet, feet. We also have mouse, mouse. And the plural of mouse is mice. When I say mouse, I'm talking about animal. The plural of mouse is mice. So let's move to the sixth one. The sixth one involves some nouns having the same plural and singular. We have singular, plural. For singular we have she, and for plural we have sheep. This type of noun, they don't need change. They don't need adding of s or adding of anything or removing anything. They just have the same plural and the same singular. And you need to know this kind of word. So you won't have to add s when given this kind of question. We have deer. Deer is an animal, and we have deer. And the plural is also deer. We also have species. Biology. And the plural is also species. So I want you to be very attentive. Attention, please. So the seventh part consists of A, B, and C, and it is compound noun. Those were 7. Add S to the first word. To the what? To the first word of a compound noun in each of the following. Remember, this is 7A. We are still going to 7B and C. So we have singular and we have plural. So for the singular, we have son-in-law. Son-in-law. So we have to pluralize the first one, which is son. So son will now turn to sons-in-law. Don't touch the law. We have to pluralize the first word. We also have daughter-in-law. So we have to pluralize the first, which is daughters-in-laws. In-law. We also have director general. Remember, we have to pluralize the first, which is directors general. Attorney general. And if you want to pluralize, you are pluralizing the first one, which is attorneys general. So add s to the first word of the compound noun in each of the following. Son-in-law, you add a sons-in-law. Daughter-in-law, you have daughters-in-law. You also have father-in-law. But if you want to pluralize father-in-law, it will turn to fathers-in-law. And if it is mother-in-law, it will turn to mothers-in-law. Director general will turn to directors general. Attorney general will also turn to attorneys general. So let's move to section B and C under the 7th, which is dealing with compound noun. So guys, we've done 7A, so we are treating 7B now for the rules of forming plural nouns. So for 7B it says add s to the last word. For A, you have to add s to the first word. For example, son-in-law. You now change to sons-in-law when you want to pluralize it. But for this one is different. Add s to the last word. Of a compound noun in each of the following. So we have singular and we have plural. So for singular, we have by law. So if you want to pluralize it, we'll be adding s to the last word, not to the first word, which will be bylaws. We also have byway, byway, and byway, by pluralizing it, will turn to byways, byways. We also have stepson, which we now change to stepsons, stepsons. And we also have stepfather, stepfather, which we now change to stepfathers, stepfathers. So let's move to the last part, which is 7C. So for 7C, few words have plural form in both words of a compound noun. Of a compound noun. What this means is that for this type of a compound noun, for this type, for 7C, you know 7A, you are going to pluralize the first word. For 7B, you are going to pluralize the second word. But for 7C, we are going to pluralize both the first and the second. So let's write out the example. First one, we have child soldiers. Child soldier. We are going to pluralize both, which should be children soldiers. Children soldiers. Soldiers. We also have man pilot. So by pluralizing both, we will now change to men pilots by adding s. We also have woman driver. Woman driver. By pluralizing both, it will now turn to women drivers. Drivers. So let me give one example more, and we round up on rules of forming plural nouns. So we also have man driver, which we now change to men driver. So that will bring us to the end of rules of forming plural nouns. So we are moving to function of a noun as a sentence. Noun can function as a subject, it can function as object, it can function as complement. So I'll be showing you 4 ways in which noun can function as a sentence. So let's dive into it. So guys, let's deal with function of a noun in a sentence. So let's start from number 1, which is the subject. Subject. Noun can function in a sentence as a subject. So let me give you an example for that. You have the boy is tall. The boy is tall. So the boy is the subject. Is the subject. And it is functioning as a subject in a sentence. This is the verb. It's also known as linking verb. It is linking the boy and tall. And tall qualifies a noun. Tall is an adjective. Adjective. While is a linking verb. And boy is a noun. So we all know that adjective qualifies a noun. So this tall, it describes how tall the boy is, the character, how tall the boy is. It qualifies the noun boy. So let's move to the next one, which is object. Noun can also function as object. It can also function as object. I saw the car. The car. I is a pronoun. Saw is a verb. The is an article, while car is a noun and it functions as an object. We all know car things are objects, like this body here is an object. I hope you all know that. The next one we have is complement. Complement. She is a teacher. She is a teacher. This she is a pronoun. This is a linking verb, linking a teacher and she. This a is an article and teacher is a noun and it's also A compliment. Compliment. They are complimenting that she is a teacher. I am a tutor. Yes, Israel is a tutor. So that's compliment, saying Israel is a tutor. That tutor is a compliment. I hope you understand that now. So let's move to the last one, which is possessive. Possessive. Noun can also function as possessive in a sentence. So let me write out an example. That is Mary's phone. That is Mary's phone. This apostrophe S symbolizes possession. I made a video on episode, is it episode 11 or 12? Episode 8. Go and check out the English I made, the video I made on episode 8 for this year. Episode 8. Just go to my channel. Go and check out episode 8, English episode 8. Just type out Learn with Israel English episode 8. Type it out on your YouTube. It will show the video. Make sure you watch that episode 8. I talk about, in the last part of the video, I emphasize on apostrophe S. If you want to know more on that, go and watch the video. Possessive. This apostrophe S symbolizes possessive. It symbolizes that Mary is the owner of the phone. So we've come to the end of the function of a noun in a sentence. We have subject, object, complement, and possessive. For those learning what have we done so far, we've treated what is a noun. We talk about the types of noun, where I mentioned that we have 7 types. And after doing that, we talked about the rules of pluralizing. But before we talk about that, I explained that we have singular noun and plural noun. Singular means one item, while plural means more than one item. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can also be 4. So we now talked about function of a noun in a sentence. Now we'll be moving to the last part, which is practice question. For those watching up to this moment, clap for yourself. Me too, I'm clapping for myself. Make sure you watch the video to the end. This practice question I am adding is just to test our ability, just to test how and what you've learned so far. Guys, this is practice question. Question 1. Which of the following is an abstract noun? A. Table. B. Anger. C. Door. D. Chair. So drop the answer in the comments. Abstract noun is what we cannot see or touch. We can see table, we can see chair, and we can see dog. The one we cannot see or touch is anger. Anger is a feeling, so you cannot see anger and you cannot touch it. Question 2. The principal but dash for the chemistry laboratory. A. Some equipment. B. An equipment. C. Many equipment. D. Equipment. Adding S to equipment is wrong. If you are following me, where I talked about equipment and furniture during rules of pluralizing nouns, when I talked about rules of pluralizing nouns, I said we should not add S to equipment or furniture. Adding S to it makes it wrong, or information, adding S to it makes it wrong. So option C and D are eliminated. Very good to eliminate question. So an equipment is also wrong, or a equipment, or many equipment without the S. Adding a, an, or many to equipment is also wrong. Likewise for furniture and information. So the appropriate answer is some equipment. The principal bought some equipment for the chemistry laboratory. So let's move to the next one. Question 3. The recent rainstorm did dash to our farms. A. Many damage. B. Much damage. C. Many damages. D. Plenty damages. Damage for noun, damage does not include S. Adding S to damage for noun makes it wrong. So option C and D is eliminated. For option A, many damage is also wrong. The correct answer is much damage. The recent rainstorm did much damage to our farms. Question 4. We have received that from him. A. More information. B. Informations. C. Many information. D. Informations. No, I said earlier that adding next to information makes it wrong. So option B and D eliminated. Adding many to information or A is also wrong, or and information is also wrong. Adding an or A or many makes it wrong. So many is also the correct and the appropriate answer is more information. We have received more information from him. Question 5, which is the last question for today. Practice question for today. She refused to listen is not listening. This T here is silent. She refused to listen to the dash given by her parents. A. Advices. B. Advice. C. Piece of advices. D. Many advices. I also said earlier that adding S to advices makes it wrong. So option A, C, and D are eliminated. Assuming we don't have addition of S in option C is correct. Piece of advice is correct. But since addition of S is here, it's also wrong. So the correct answer is advice. She refused to listen to the advice given by her parents. So if you are watching me anywhere, you are watching me from, make sure you listen to the advice of your parents. It is very, very important. So this is the take home. I want you to drop the answer in the comment section. Convert the following to plural. We have church, lady, knife, and goose. These four, I want you to drop the plural in the comment section. And that wraps up everything you need to know on noun, from what they are to their types and to the role they play in sentences and how it is being pluralized and their functions. So mastering noun, it lays a strong foundation in learning English grammar system. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one, and the next video it will be on pronoun. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now so you won't miss out on the next one, which is pronoun. See you in the next one. Keep learning and keep practicing.